I've often listened to my kind of left-wing artist community and my more moderate tech community yelling at each other while thinking, as someone who can code switch, that you're saying the same thing in different words, and I'll bet you've had that experience too. And to put you on a spot, I am curious right now if you can take a stab at two things for me.
Yeah.
Very quickly, can you sell left Democrats on abundance, and can you sell Silicon Valley on progressivism?
Let me take the second one first. I have a district of $14 trillion. Some of your clients, Apple, Google, Tesla, NVIDIA, Broadcom, five companies over $1 trillion in a 50-mile radius. When I was growing up in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, this would have seemed inconceivable to have a $1 trillion company, let alone five of them. And yet we have a country where people don't have health care. Yet we have a country where people don't have a living wage. Yet we have a country where people can't afford childcare. Yet we have a country where folks like me grew up middle class, have to go into over $100,000 of debt to finish their education. Why? In a country which is going to produce more wealth than ever before, in a zip code that I represent that's going to produce more wealth than in the history of humanity, certainly we can afford to have everyone have healthcare, childcare, and education, and that is the building blocks for everyone living up to their potential and for this country not to be divided the way it is. So I believe it's in the enlightened interest of technology leaders, if they want to lessen the bitterness, lessen the division, and help lead against China, to embrace progressive policies. For progressivism, I say it's not going to be enough for us just to have the strong social safety net. That's important. But we also are going to need productivity. We're also going to need new economic jobs. You know, my district has terrible housing policy, but we're only 419th out of 435 in rent burden. And the reason is we have a lot of high income jobs in my district. Now, we need more housing and it's too gentrified. But the point is, the biggest way out of poverty is a high paying good job. And to have a high paying good job, we need production and we need productivity and we need to build things and we need to build things everywhere. And that's what the abundance agenda is doing. So we need this FDR had it right back in the 30s. Of course, we need a modern technology vision with it, and we need a more multiracial participation. But that can be not just a majority vision, that can be an inspiring vision. This country craves leadership.
If you'll allow me to add to that, I think of it like government needs abundance too, right? If you want to see the government take on big social projects and build public housing, well, they're subject to the same zoning laws. They're also subject to the neighborhood coming out and saying, no, don't build that here. So anything you want the government to do on behalf of people, they need permission and legality, and also they need tax revenue, which means you want people boosting the economy so that you can soak them for money to spread around. You can't redistribute it if it doesn't exist.